Hello, this is Daniel Paddon here from Healing Space, professional counsellor of 10 years and a professional member of ACRE. Hey, what a great topic today I've got to share with you guys. It's tips for overcoming fear. Like with fear, you know what it's like with going to the dentist, doctors, thunderstorms on, you get quite scared and you have that bodily response of fear. But the thing is, fear is a normal response to any sort of what we think is life-threatening response. But the thing is, so that we need to be careful that we don't allow fear to rule our lives, make our decisions for us, and also just to make sure that it doesn't interfere with relationships and things, anxiety, patterns, and that sometimes control our lives. So it needs to be mindful about that. We often have to, and we more likely don't like to deal with fear, but the way that I look at it is like, if we've got a blocked drain at home, broken glass on the floor or something, of course you're going to try and unblock that drain and pick up the glass off the floor if that happens, so you don't get hurt or someone in your family doesn't get glass in their feet and things. So same thing with fear and other anxieties, is that if we don't deal with it, then it will continue to live with us for the rest of our lives. So I've got some tips here that can help you overcome fear. One, learn about the fear. What is it? What is it that makes you fear or have anxiety? We all need to be willing to deal with the issue that is causing the fear, or otherwise we cannot deal with it. So that comes down to honesty within ourselves. Say, yes, I have this problem, I would like to fix it, and give myself permission to do so. And see, journals are great to deal with fear, because you're writing it down, you're seeing what the problem is, but also what some people don't realize is that you also need to have a decision at the end of that, because whatever decisions made in our subconscious, good or bad, it will come out in our actions, and therefore will enable us to overcome fear. Number two, sorry about that. Number two, use your imagination in positive ways. Example, meditation. Meditation's great, and overcoming fears and anxieties is a great way. The way to do it, the suggestion is seeing yourself doing whatever you're afraid of in your mind, closing your eyes, deep breathing slowly, and just seeing yourself, example, public speaking. If you're afraid of public speaking, I suggest to do that in meditation. you do that twice a day, in the morning and when you wake up, and then afternoon, then in reality you've actually done it 14 times subconsciously. And so when you're doing this, make sure you're feeling the feelings and you're talking to a crowd in your mind. Number 3, use your brain differently. Feel the anxiety and fear rising. You feel it rising. It's time to go, well, okay, how bad is it really? You need to ask yourself this if you can. You go from 1, oh, it's okay, perfectly fine, calm, to 10, to really highly anxious and very fearful. And so you might go, okay, well, it may be a 6. It's okay. We can try to work it down to, say, getting down to about a 4 or 3 or something like that. You know, that's fine. And this is where the next step will come into, is focusing on breathing. And people say, oh yeah, I know that. It doesn't really work though, but it does work. And also counting backwards from 10 to 0, whatever, how long it takes to get those emotions in check, because a lot of people won't tell you why, and this is the thing, we need to learn why these things work, not so much I'll just do this and it works. It's best to learn how these things work, because then it's education, and that's what we need is good education in emotional health. And the reason why is because it helps us to come out of our emotions and into our cognitive brain, our thinking part of our brain, so we can make decisions. And the more we do it, the easier it gets. And that's why breathing and counting backwards or forwards up to 10 works, because because we're focusing our brain on something else than the panic and the fear and the anxiety. Okay. The next tip is to practice mindfulness. Yeah, we've all heard of it, mindfulness, this and that, but what is it really? So mindfulness is a passive thinking activity that allows us to become more aware of an anxiety, but also other surroundings, which is important. So when you're using mindfulness, like meditation, closing your eyes, deep breathing slowly, you focus on the birds, the wind, and other things as well in nature, you know. So that definitely helps with anxiety and things. And also when you're doing the mindfulness, other reasons why that we do suffer anxiety attacks is because our breathing is so fast. When you have a panic attack, you go all the time. Well, that puts our body into shock. So what we need to do is just to go deep, breathe in, breathe out slowly, and that helps. And also the final one is using nature, getting outside. Where am I now? I'm in the park talking to you guys. Exercising, fresh air, walking, going out, seeing people, committing to different groups and things. All these things may seem obvious, but it is what actually helps you to overcome fear and anxiety. Okay, thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, share, and share to your friends as well, because I want to help other people as well. I want to help everybody, and so please like Healing Space and share the page around to your friends, and I'll be starting a YouTube channel soon, so keep an eye out for that. Okay, thank you very much. And also, one more thing, to follow me on Instagram, because I have great things on there too to help you with, great affirmations and things. So yeah, that's Daniel Paddon on Instagram. Thank you. Goodbye.